Hi, my name is Savannah. I am located in Wisconsin. I have a story I kind of wanted to vent about. I was kidnapped at the age of 15 by an older white male that was 25. His whole family is from this little town called Ripon. They treated me like a slave. The whole town did. He kept me in a room with like food under my door. I'm 23 now. I ended up having 2 kids with him at the age of 16 and 17. I got out. My 2 kids. The court system, they had a hearing without me, with him being with a minor, and they fined him $500 and didn't even tell me that there was a hearing. They had that hearing when I was 17. I found out when I was 18, and I wrote the judge that ordered that. And I said, hey, I didn't tell my story. He says, well, you were abandoned when you were a kid, and it was consensual, so we're not reopening it. Mind you, like I said, I got the 2 kids. I did a lot of good stuff in the community of Wisconsin, like in different communities. I did walk runs for recovery. I did real estate. I made a good name for myself. Did not get in trouble with the law. Mind you, they suspended my license before I can even get a license. The town of Ripon did, because they said it was truancy, but mind you, I was kidnapped. I got out of the situation. The court ordered him to have the kids every other weekend, pay child support. He owes me almost $30,000 in child support. It's not about the money, no. It's about my son tells me he's being abused. He gives me full-on detail. He gave the police detail. He gave the doctor's detail. He gave CPS. CPS didn't even want to go to the guy's house, and they kept denying the request. I reported to CPS on like 6-7 times over the course of years, because he's had them for 2 years and he lives in a shack. I need your support. I'm sticking up for the minorities, the people that were kidnapped, my kids. They're being abused, and now he wants them 50-50 in the court. He knows everybody in the court system, and mind you, they are all family. This needs to go nationwide.
Welcome back. Now, y'all remember these comments, right?
Blacks are not the only ones with a history of racist oppression.
Well, since we're all screaming about equality, well, what about those natives that...
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the history of reparations. Haters outside, let me close the blinds. Sorry, y'all, I gotta say this every video for my protection. This video is fake, scripted, and for educational purposes. Here's the apparent document history of the United States and 93 beings. Now, the United States really should atone for slavery after fighting the Civil War. You know, the war we fought with y'all. 400,000 acres of Confederate landowners, aka slavers, was to be given to enslaved families. Yet after Mr. Lincoln's assassination, President Andrew Johnson, Democrat by the way, reversed the Field Order 15. If you don't know what that is, that was our reparations. Y'all get this. Returned the land to the former slave owners. Slave owners actually got paid reparations for their lost property. Ancestors who had no money or learning opportunities or land returned to their slave owners as sugar-coated slaves, which is called sharecropping. They had no financial literacy. So do you think they were getting paid the amount they needed for survival? They were signed to very deceptive, fraudulent, and misunderstood contracts. Basically, white landowners hoarded the profits of black workers, agricultural labor, trapping them in poverty and debt for generations. Sharecroppers owed so much money because of the stupid contracts to the plantation owners. They basically had to give them all of the money they made from cotton, and their kids would carry on the debt.
6 this morning to 4 o'clock this afternoon.
That's right.
How much did you earn?
$1.
How much will your food cost you today?
About $2.
How old were you when you first started working in the fields?
8.
from 8 years old to 29 now getting $1. Oh yeah, I'm not done. Let's make sense of this though as far as reparations go. This is not to discredit the pain that others went through in this country. It just shows an example of how we were no concern for a country that benefited off our backs. Let's just go on the known documented history. During World War II, Japanese people were put into internment camps. For their suffering, the US government distributed more than $1.6 billion in reparations who had been incarcerated. And they received a formal apology by President Reagan, legally signed. Native Americans have received rightfully owned land. They also have government assistance that comes to about $20 billion a year. There are benefits and programs from being forcibly exiled from their land. But you know how the government swindled this situation? There was an application process called the Dawes Rolls to accept applications for tribal enrollment. But under the table, people were paying $5 apiece for falsified documents declaring them Native American in order to reap the benefits. The US also helped ensure reparations for the Holocaust. And it's 2022, we just now talking about our reparations. But you know what's really funny to me? White and Black Americans fought in World War II. Black veterans could not redeem their post-war benefits because of racial laws prohibiting them from so. White soldiers got to get business grants, send them and their children to college, with a lot of opportunities to build wealth. The Homestead Act provided that any adult citizen could claim 160 acres of government land. Restrictive discrimination blocked them from being able to be in that. I failed to mention stories of murders, terror, buck-breaking, rape of both male and female, human consumption, children being killed.